Welcome to the weekly roundup. Welcome, Wayne.
Tommy, how are you, mate?
Good, we're going to play a little game. The answer to the question is 60, 60, 69, and 101. What is the question?
I don't know.
What were the resulting margins in Div 7 this week? I tell you, there's not many close games at the moment.
I was going to say, mate, don't get too trivial on me and try and mess with me mind.
We've both had a rough day.
I've had a big day at work. It's really
it's
a bit tough. Yep.
You know, we cover all divisions. A bit frustrating, mate. You see St Paul's with a bye. I guess we can thank PAC for that. That's old news,
Thank
though.
you, PAC.
You had Nate McDonald's big 300th lined up on the weekend. North Pines pulled the pin. They out for the year. You're a Div 7 coach. Do you know?
I think they've got this week to sort it out, mate.
Their coach is left. Is that correct?
Their coach resigned, is what I've been told. I'm not
filmed on a Monday. It might be clear on a Thursday.
It might be. I heard for family reasons. Sorry, I'm not allowed to touch my pen. For family reasons, I heard that he pulled the pin last week. Yep. They pulled their B grade at 12 o'clock. I got a phone call from the league, and then at 4 o'clock, they pulled the A grade.
Interesting terminology. It's all right, carry on. Keep soldiering on, Wayne. We've come so far. Look, so there's only 3 games to cover. I'm sorry. I've had a rough day like yourself. I had a busy day.
Yep.
You got junior football incidents that are just disappointing. Glenn Archer. Oh, I don't think we can touch on that one.
Shin boner of the century.
Yeah, can't build a
father.
Anyway, so look, Adelaide Lutheran, they're having a pretty good season this year. Adelaide Lutheran 2016, 136. The Crabs 5-5, 35, 101.
Yes, Cowell kicked 9, Schofield and Hickey both kicking 3. Anspatch, Cowell and Schofield were in the best for the Bulldogs and for the Crabs.
Hull was the only multiple with 2. Howie was the best.
Righto.
Okay, so you had a bye, so Nate now will play his 3.
We didn't have a bye, we had a forfeit.
A forfeit, pardon me. You had a week off.
We had a week off.
So we're not previewing yet, but he'll have his 300 this week, will he?
Yes, he certainly will. So
that doesn't count as a game? Because if that's the worst way to bring up your 300.
I think it does.
But you're not going to recognise it.
We're not going to recognise it, obviously.
But it was a question without notice, obviously.
Yeah.
Just there. Tea Tree Gully versus Central United.
The Units, yep.
I read something last night, Wayne, that Central United could be in a bit of trouble.
Really?
Well,
I hope not, because
that was the insinuation on a particular interweb area that I was having a look at.
Yes.
That's the way I read it.
Yep.
A northern club, but anyway, I guess that might play up later on in the week.
I hope not, because
we're going to play them this week. Can't take a trick. It was the Gully 16-11, 107. Hard to beat at Pertaringa. Central United 6-38.
Yep. Pick that.
For the Gullies, Formosa kicked 7, he's having a good year. Wicks kicked 5, a few singles in there. Nolan was their best, along with Doyle and Agostino.
And for the Units, Tommy Porter kicking 2, a few other blokes kicking singles. Cornish, Porter, and Nathan Fatty Fenwick, they're in the best of the Units.
I'm not sure we're in a position to be calling anyone Fat Wayne.
Oh, he's even skinnier these days. He's done really well, young Nate. So, but anyway.
And in the closest game of the round, believe it or not, it was Para Hills, or Para Hills as some people say. 22-18, 150. Adelaide University 14-6-90. 60 points the difference, but it was only, interestingly enough, 13 points the difference at three-quarter time until Paul Cree stamped his authority on the game.
Yep, Cree kicked 7, our man Dutchy Holland with 4, Shane Hanson with 3.
Why is he our man? He's not my man.
Isn't he?
No?
Oh, he's Hosey's man, should I say?
Yeah, maybe.
Hosey's man.
Loves him.
And Sean loves to write nice things about himself as well, we've been told, but anyway. Bailey and Kamini both kicking 2, Cree, Power and Nusky in the best for Para Hills.
For the Adelaide University Blacks, McIntosh kicked 6, Smith kicked 4. Interesting to only see 4 goal kickers. And Lem, McIntosh and Robinson were the best players.
Yep.
Apparently a decent bunch of lads, these Adelaide Uni boys, unlike their C6 team, who refused to shake hands on the weekend.
Oh no.
Yes, that is a factual piece of information.
Wow.
Players from their team refused to shake hands.
Wow, straight from the, what's his name from Carlton? The Carlton's captain?
No, it was Selwood that refused to shake hands after Collingwood tagged him all day.
No, not that one, but...
when Mitch Robinson...
Mark Murphy, yes. Mark Murphy, when the comments...
I think that's, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use this language, but the producer won't care, I think that's piss week and pathetic when you don't shake hands with your opponent after a game.
It's only a game.
Yeah, it's only football, as they say.
Yep.
Could be worse, but yeah, I don't know. So it wasn't this uni group, so this uni group from reports are alright, aren't they?
Good bunch of lads, yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny how in C6 you can get behaviour like that. People who just haven't realised where they're playing footy. You're playing in C6, you muppets. Get over yourself.
Oh, geez, you're a bit fired up tonight.
I am a little bit just on edge.
Let's have a quick look at the ladder. Obviously, the last game of that round was us with the 4-foot with North Pines, 60-point win. I'll take that any day, considering after we've lost 3 on a trot. So, Para Hills on top.
Back into form then, mate.
Back into form, yeah. Para Hills on top, Lutheran sitting second, Tea Tree Gully, Mitchell Park, St Paul's rounding out the 5 with Uni, North Pines, Central United, Flinders Uni, Crabs, and Prince Alfred sitting down the bottom.
Yep. Leading the goal here is Shane Hanson on 32 from Para Hills. Paul Crees making up ground though, also from Para Hills on 29. Also from Para Hills, we've got Sean Holland on 28. The two boys from Adelaide Lutheran doing well are Thomas Kerwold and Tasman Hawthorne. Yeah. Okay, this week's games, mate. Oh, there's at least 3 good ones.
Well, let's hope.
There's 4, is there, this week?
Well, we don't know yet, but anyway, we'll see how we go. But first game, Central United and Mitchell Park out at Northland Reserve, mate.
Mitchell Park will. You've had enough time off, haven't you? You should be right. Injuries come good.
Yes, it probably helped us a little bit last week.
What did you beat them by first time round?
10 goals or something like that.
At home? I'd expect a similar margin, Wayne. I think you'd be hoping for a similar margin.
Hopefully, yeah, mate, we've got a few back, so hopefully we should go right. Next one in the South Parklands, it's Lutheran versus Para Hills, probably match of the round.
Absolutely match of the round, Wayne. It's 1 versus 2. 10 and 1 plays 9 and 2. You've seen both these teams. I'd be placing an educated guesses on Para Hills with Cree, Hanson and yes, Holland up there as dynamic forwards, very sleep leading the rucks. But I wouldn't know as much as you'd know.
I'm going to go for Lutheran at home. Yep. I just think Lutheran have got real good depth. I've said all along that their B grade side is probably one of the best B grade sides I've ever seen. Para Hills probably time to lose one, I suppose you could say. Lutheran at home for me.
St Paul's take on Flinders Uni at the Fortress of St Paul's College, 792 Grand Junction Road, Bonham, Serdiman. Tell me, who's floating around from St Paul's the old days? I don't know. Nookie's out there, isn't he?
Yeah, Gargamel.
I've seen because I played against him last year when I played Div 7. Tony DeBucciano was coaching the 2s. I'm not sure he's coaching the...
Yeah, no, I don't think he's there.
This year.
I don't know. Damien Antonucci is the only bloke that I can remember from school.
Yep, fair enough.
Yep.
Obviously one of our teachers.
One of our teachers back in the day.
Brother Cogman's not lurking around, is he? No, he's not. Let's just tip Sard a bit of a scratch on near the ditch. Yep. I'm going to take St Paul's by about 15 goals.
Yeah, St Paul's for me. I think Joey Adamo...
Scafaldi Muta? Is that right?
He's not playing there anymore, is he?
Didn't he kick 9 last week? Or was it someone else?
That was just someone else.
No, he used to be good for them.
He played for Black Friars, mate.
Yeah, right. He's been good too.
Yeah.
He's gone to the enemy, the Soggy Biscuit School.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yep, anyway. And the last game, St Paul's for me, the last game is Adelaide Uni v Tea Tree Gully there at Uni Oval, mate.
Yeah, it's a battle of 3rd versus 6th. Gee whiz, it's
Gullies. Gullies for me.
If Uni want to play finals, they need to win this one, but I think the Gullies will be too good for most are up forward. Stephen Daniels is chiming in every now and then for goals.
He's a gun. He moves so well for a big fella.
Yeah. Yep.
So, anyway,
beautifully done there, Wayne. That's been Division 7. We'll be back. How many teams will be in the league next week? We don't know.
We definitely don't know.
We'll be back with more Div 7 stylings next week.
See you guys.